I want to talk about the drama. Now, I have so much I want to say about this film that I'm not sure it'll fit into a short video like this, but I'll give it a go. Quick synopsis. The drama is the latest film from director Christopher Borgli, produced by A24 and starring Zendaya and Robert Pattinson, and in the short time since its release, the film has stirred up quite the bit of, early in the film, it was revealed in a conversation between Zendaya, Pattinson, and their respective best friends on the week of their wedding that Zendaya's character once planned a school shooting in high school, which he didn't go through with after a nearby shooting took the life of a classmate, leading her to become a gun rights activist. This immediately causes problems within the friend group, particularly for best friend Rachel, whose cousin was paralyzed from a shooting, and for the couple to be wed as well, with the film largely focusing on the different perspectives and experiences that can lead one to either reject or accept someone's troubled past. And just as it did in the film itself, a significant rift has formed among audiences for reasons ranging from their handling of the sensitive subject of gun violence and mass shootings to perceived double standards in the reaction between the bride and groom throughout, both in terms of sex, race, who suffers consequences for their actions and who doesn't, and of course, the ending. And while the drama isn't perfect by any means, it's arguably the bravest film I've seen in quite some time, and one essential for modern times. As I said at the start of the video, I've spoken about the concepts of radical acceptance and radical empathy in a lot of my previous videos, as it's something I feel is severely lacking in the world right now, and at the root of a lot of our problems with the world and with each other, so I deeply respect those behind this film for trying to engage audiences in difficult and uncomfortable discussions about their own thoughts and feelings, their own bias or perspectives on things, and forcing audiences to be active in their experience of the film, and look inwards at themselves and outwards at the world around them. And it's a great thing for cinema too, as it's a film that demands to be debated and discussed in the aftermath. A film which, if you saw it with 10 different people, would elicit 10 different, nuanced responses, which absolutely needs to be watched with people on the biggest screen possible, almost as a litmus test of sorts among modern audiences for the level of radical empathy the film intends to promote that may or may not register with them. Because in amongst all the dark humour, contrasting behaviours and responses to each other's histories and faults, as well as the delicately handled subject matter, which could have easily been messed up even if they could have still provided a content warning ahead of time, this film has radical empathy at its heart, emphasised by an ending which sees two characters, despite everything going against them and everything they've gone through, threatening to tear them apart, trying to understand each other, forgive, forget, and move on towards a brighter future. And I think it's a lesson, even if you disagree with the effectiveness of its presentation in the context of the drama, that is essential to almost all aspects of modern living, from dating to friends and family, to strangers and culture, politics and media, and I'd like to commend those behind the drama for at least attempting to promote a message so important for the world to learn right now. Check out the drama, form your own opinion, and list in the narrative war, and I'll see you in the next one.